Good morning, men and women of Goodwill. My name again still remains Emmanuel Oromijusma, known as the Gracia or the Sea of the Sea. And this morning, I will just be taking you back to Maazi Nnamdi Kanu's court case as original and keep as one. You are welcome. Let us go there, please. Okay, the man to talk about this morning is the Maazi Nnamdi Kanu lead counsel called Kanu Agabi. This man is not smiling. So, you know there is video of him saying this is a very civilized case. I never know what he was meaning. I never know that this man a package go question or you do these very people. And as you know, all the whole cross-examination, these people might not survive. So let me tell you what will happen in Maazi Nnamdi Kanu's court case. Already, this is just my own analysis. Already, all of you know that political situation in Nigeria is changing with the drug president of Nigeria, known as Bola Ahmed Tinubu, son, intimidating everyone. So Tinubu is desperate to win 2027 general election. So how can he go about it? How Tinubu will go about it? Please pay very close attention. This man you know here, known as Bola Ahmed Tinubu, is very, very desperate to win election. With him losing the trust in the north, he will turn to the east and the west. And this man will still be there for another 8 years. Ask me how. Bola Ahmed Tinubu will make sure, my own analysis, that Maazi Nnamdi Kanu gets released if he has to be in office for another 4 years. How? All of you know that in Nigeria, there is nothing called election. What you have there is selection. So how can he be selected? How can he be in office for another 8 years? After releasing Maazi Nnamdi Kanu, while people are at home jubilating, he can manipulate his election for the next 4 years. And if he does not release Maazi Nnamdi Kanu, what will be the precaution? First, the Hausa people are waking up. They said Fulani have subjugated them for a very long time, and they needed a breath of air. Will the Hausa people vote for Tinubu, considering that Fulani herders are already occupying their farmland? The answer is no. Will the Hausa people recognize Tinubu if the political situation and Fulani manipulation continue? The answer is no. Will Tinubu government fight the Fulani herders? That will be a serious mistake that they are going to do, because Fulani is already expanding, trying to take over Nigeria. Who put Tinubu in power? It is the Fulani political class that put Bola Ahmed Tinubu in power. Will Bola Ahmed Tinubu support or obstruct the Fulani expansion? The answer is no, because Fulani people are much in the military, in key positions in military, that will trigger popular uprising and overtake Bola Ahmed Tinubu. So what will Bola Ahmed Tinubu do? Follow me. Let us find out, please. You are welcome to this very program. What will Bola Ahmed Tinubu do? That's the next question in the lips of everyone. Now follow me. Let us spotlight what he will do if he needs to be in office. Bola Ahmed Tinubu cannot fight the Fulanis that put him in power. That will be a great mistake, because they will fight him back and they will collect the government by all means. So how will he be in office for the next 8 years? Maazi Nnamdi Kanu must be released. While people are jubilating, they will target that the Easterners, because of the release of their Chukwu a na-ahụ anya, because Maazi Nnamdi Kanu is really Chukwu a na-ahụ anya to every one of us. To me, ọ Chukwu m hụrụ anya. Are you getting it? Ahụkwa m Chukwu, ama ebe Chukwu nọ, but I know that God exists. So how do I see God? I see God in humanity. I see God in defending humanity. I see God in defending the defenseless. And who is that character that fits in? It is called Maazi Nnamdi Kanu. Chukwu a na-ahụ anya n'ala Igbo na nke ikpeazụ a. So the only way for Bola Ahmed Tinubu to take over power is to release Maazi Nnamdi Kanu. Should he fail to release Maazi Nnamdi Kanu, it will be a disaster. It will be a disaster. Please note, it will be a disaster should they fail to release Maazi Nnamdi Kanu. So how will they take over power? By releasing this man called Maazi Nnamdi Kanu. Let us go, please. Now, all of you know that they have gone for Maazi Simon Ekpa. Will Maazi Simon Ekpa be extradited to Nigeria? That will be another impossible. What did I say? Impossible situation and scenario in Nigeria. So will the Biafra agitation be quelled? The answer is no. Because Maazi Simon Ekpa is in Europe. And as you people know, Europeans are corrupt, but they will never, ever, ever obstruct their political proceedings because of the future. So will Maazi Simon Ekpa be released? The answer is yes. He will never be extradited to Nigeria, considering the fact that Maazi Simon Ekpa have already played a key role in Finland. Being a leader of a political party, no matter how Finland is corrupt, they will never ever extradite Maazi Simon Ekpa to Nigeria. He has played key role in Finland, leading twice in his county, and being a lawyer in Finland and Finnish soldier. Not just a soldier at that, but a sniper. Will he be extradited to Nigeria? The answer is no. Will he be prosecuted for a long time? The truth remains that Maazi Simon Ekpa can never ever be prosecuted in Finland because he is fighting a just cause. Let us go there. In Finland, Finland political law recognizes self-defense. When you are being pushed to the wall, you defend yourself. It is a political scenario in Finland that when people want to buy you, you defend yourself against the killing. So will Maazi Simon Ekpa be prosecuted based on terrorism? That is popular speculation, even in newspaper in Finland. The answer is never. Maazi Simon Ekpa can never ever be prosecuted, even in treason or terrorism charges, because it doesn't really exist. Now let us go there. Maazi Simon Ekpa can make a case and defend himself based on what happened to IPOB members, which he is a member of IPOB, because a Biafran is already an indigenous personality in Nigeria. If you are a Biafran, IPOB means indigenous people of Biafra. So he is indigenous people of Biafra. While in Nigeria, the IPOB members protested that they want their own freedom. They were shot at high school Aba, Iguacha, Trump rally. So that gives Maazi Simon Ekpa the right to arm and protect himself. So how will he be prosecuted? Does any law recognize prosecution of anybody fighting an army based on freedom? The answer is no. So on what ground will Maazi Simon Ekpa be prosecuted? They said he massacred soldiers. So the very soldier, very strong to intimidate the innocent people, is too weak to defend himself from an army that challenges them. That very army that was very strong in shooting of over 1,000 people at Aba High School, they said 150, and that's exaggerating. It was over 1,000 people at Aba High School. This particular army was too weak to defend themselves. How? The more you look, the less you see. Will Maazi Simon Ekpa ever be prosecuted for the crime they said he committed? They said, note, they said he committed. The answer is no. There is no crime at the first place. It doesn't exist. So will Maazi Nnamdi Kanu be prosecuted? The truth remains that whether Bola Ahmed Tinubu released Maazi Nnamdi Kanu or he did not release it, Maazi Simon Ekpa will definitely be released. And the political tension will definitely go high. The political tension will definitely go high. So what's the political tension? Will Nigeria ever attempt to prosecute and say that Maazi Nnamdi Kanu committed any crime? We'll see Nigeria going up in flame because the Biafra Liberation Army comes in here. They are not smiling. This is the army that have been tested and trusted. This particular army have been challenged by jet fighters. Yet, when they throw bomb and it lands within their territory, the gods and the UFO of the Biafra people will just hold it and it will never explode. The true capacity of the Biafra Liberation Army, they might not have all the capacities in the world to challenge their oppressors, but the truth and what you can never take away from this army, from this very army, is that they have the capacity to challenge the Nigerian army because they fight what is called guerrilla warfare and jungle warfare. You barely see them on the streets. And if you have to come in the jungle, they already know the terrain and the scenario, how to fight you. So how can you get an upper hand? The truth remains, it is very, very impossible. Now, Nigerian army have made Commander General Butuzo one of their targets, with speculation by IPOB Nigeria that General Butuzo have been killed. That's their speculation. And they made Gento, Commander General Gento, one of their targets. Will General Gento ever be killed? The answer is no. Will Commander General Butuzo ever be killed? The answer is equally no. This is jungle warfare. And Biafra Liberation Army will resist any attempt to prosecute Maazi Nnamdi Kanu. They are already getting angry. After the kidnapping of Maazi Simon Ekpa, everywhere seems very dormant. With the coming of rival and rivalry and those ideologically imposed by Nigerian government to sabotage these men. Today, these men have gotten more powerful and more sophisticated than ever before. How? In the face of suppression, in the face of rivalry, these men have conquered and hit Nigerian terrorists very hard that they can no longer stay on the road. They are afraid of their life, considering that Nigeria have shortage of manpower. So that's where Biafra Liberation wins. You cannot prosecute Maazi Simon Ekpa, you cannot prosecute Maazi Nnamdi Kanu, and you cannot prosecute or kill Biafra Liberation Army. You can only try. Hit and run. What's Biafra Liberation Army target? It is hit and run. Guerrilla and jungle warfare is hit and run. You don't have the capacity which Nigerian army have. So the only way for you to take over and win them is when you hit, you retreat. When you hit, you retreat, change location. Will any army in this capacity ever be subdued? The answer is no. Let nobody lie to you. Nobody can subdue them because they have the capacity to win whatever it is challenging them. Till I come your way next time, it will be all for now. Just wait. On 6th, 7th, and 8th, the court will continue. But one thing I will assure all of you is that Maazi Nnamdi Kanu will be released. At the end, shame will befall those who wants to prosecute him. Should those people try so hard to prosecute him, heavens will let loose. Already, Biafra Liberation Army is having the manpower that they need, and Nigerian terrorist army are not having any. Till I come your way next time, keep tab. Freedom at last.